Hey friends, this is Steve Guttenberg. I am the audiophilic. This is Lois Whitman, and she is an inspiration to me. Lois, you've been to every CES, every one, first one, all of them, summer, winter? You did, right?
Oh, yes.
Or were you just bullshitting?
Oh, no, I thought you were going to turn that thing around to look at me. I didn't realize. Okay, yes, I've been to every CES, and this year it's going to be my 52nd year, and I'm waiting to see, you know, when does the end come, but I'm still going to be there because the show has really turned into a fabulous innovation show, and I don't want to miss anything. I mean, last year I met 3 companies that I'm doing business with because they had great product. One was from France, one was from Israel, and one was from Amsterdam. And it's all great innovation. And you didn't have that when I started, like in 1967.
In 67, it was TVs and radios.
It was TVs and radios and stereos and coffins, and they were called console stereos. Yeah. And basically, they came in early American, they came in Mediterranean, they became in Italian, but they were coffins, and everyone loved it. And that was the tech. That was the high tech.
That was cutting edge.
Yes, and there was a wonderful company called BSR USA. It was the world's largest turntable manufacturer, and they're out of the UK. And they put the turntables in all of these coffins. Sorry, console stereo TVs. And the other big innovation was clock radio with great, you know, ambient music, you know, ambient sound. And then there was the first calculator, Bomar. Maybe that was one of them. Maybe I'm not saying.
67.
This is all in 67. It was in New York City at the Americana Hotel.
And you were there covering it for who?
I was there covering it for a publication called Home Furnishings Daily, which had a consumer electronics and major appliance, MAJAPS, that was the abbreviation section. And there were a lot of people out there that tell me I was at the first one. Now I know there was about 500 to 1,000 people there, and I know who was there, and I just let them say it, but they weren't there. I am the only one. I don't care what the CTA says, I am the only one. And what is so special about that? The special thing is that I don't have a great pedigree, so being the only one that's been to every show, working every show, I'm not going with a husband there, I'm not going with a boyfriend, even though I do have a lot of boyfriends there. I actually work the show either as a B2B journalist or as a publicist, and I brought a lot of companies to the show, and I was there. And no, I was not a booth babe. You were going to ask me that question.
You read my mind, yes. No, you weren't, though, huh?
No, I was not a booth babe. I was young. I don't know how pretty I was, but I was young. And you know what? For some reason, I didn't know to hate the booth babes. At that time, it was funny. A lot of the girls were great. They were working their way through college or you know, some other graduate school, and they were all lovely. Today, they're, you know, whoever brings a booth babe to the show. First of all, it's not allowed, but if you get in, you know, they're sleazy. Those girls were wonderful. And the show has gotten so big that I think it's lost some of its beauty. So if Gary Shapiro ever sees this, or Karen Shupka, they could call me, because when you walk into the main hall now, it looks like Trump was there building walls, and the old shows had a beauty, even if it was balloons or archways and of ribbons, it had a beauty to it.
It's too bright. It's too all those bright lights bug me, really.
And when you walk into the show, you're just seeing the back of a wall. You're missing all of the innovation. The ugliest booth at the show was Sony. They should be embarrassed. I thought that they ran out of money. It was at the back by one of my clients, Astel and Kern, who had probably the most gorgeous booth at the show. Sorry, Gary, I love you. I think you run the greatest show on earth. So don't be angry, but Sony's booth was really, they were trying something that looked like an earthquake in Puerto Rico or something. It was really, very ugly. But people should go to a show building a good show. Anyway, I enjoyed it. The Sands and below the Sands, Eureka Park, it's one of the most amazing things on earth, and I wish a lot of the people my age that are retired would go there. Shelley Palmer should get a lot of people going there and really interviewing a lot of the people. What's happening in the world today is amazing, and CES is the place to see it. So I plan to go forever, and let's see if anyone can beat my record. I really doubt it.
I'd say that's impossible. Well, your record is safe.
I don't know. You know, if I don't go for a few.
You can't start now. It's a little late to compete with you.
That's true, but maybe somebody's got like 47 shows. I don't know who they could possibly be. And every.
You know that person. You would know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know. Jack Wayman would, but you can't ask him anymore. So I don't know. But the truth is that it's a great record to have. I don't need any plaques.
I'm impressed.
I don't need a party. I don't need anything other than to know that I've been to the shows, walked the shows. I walk the show completely, and I don't even know a lot of people there anymore. But all the new people I'm meeting are becoming like great friends. So it really is amazing, and I know some great innovation things that are going to be at that show. And Robin Raskin, she's right in this vicinity of what we're doing here today. Can I tell them where we are?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, we're at a Waterpik press conference on the Intrepid, and there is a hurricane going on outside, so we're afraid that this aircraft is going to rip away from the dock and we're going to float to Never Never Land. But Robin Raskin is here, and she brings a lot of innovation into the show, with her Living in Digital Times. I just did a commercial for her. And by the way, one of the greatest things about me going to the show is working with Steve Guttenberg. Here is a guy who is a genius in the world of, audio and video and a lot of technology, and all I know is how to use it. I don't know anything, and I've managed to have a 52-year career in something that I don't know anything about, and I've made a shitload of money doing it. So my EQ is very high, and Steve Guttenberg's IQ is very high. So IQ, EQ, we get along very well.
Thank you, Lois. Thank you. This is Steve Guttenberg. I am the audiophiliac with Lois Whitman on the Intrepid in New York City. Thanks for watching. Bye.